sharing around that we are here this afternoon for Ferhni v Lleyzi. Should be an incredible battle between the two. Been having a lot of nice banter in the chat. A couple of others joining in, friends of Ferhni, taking sides with Lleyzi, rubbing him up the wrong way a little bit. No, it's a true love between yourself and Ventura, isn't it, Ferhni? Let's get this into Stunt Racing first. But yeah, you can, yeah, there we go. Lleyzi's invited, joining up. Just perfect timing on the part of Ferhni. Refresh my page on my laptop. Grab this message. No, why did it copy that one? Hold on. Something just went wrong. Didn't copy. No, we don't. Just pasted Zombie v Ramdos again. But yeah, I am good to go when you are, Ferhni. So I'm not you two. Last one to share it to. And it is all shared around. Got my phone out of my face. Click on. We've got Georgie with Ferhni, who will be the winner. We've got hello from Gaming. Hello, my man. Mia Moore from Javier Martinez Sanchez. Z Nacho with Fox. Hello, hello, Nacho, my dude. Third house, my man. We've got Jake Darby. We've got Gaming again. Lleyzi will be the winner. Oh, it's going to be tense. We've got a couple of people each way. For Polita. Is that a nickname, Ferhni? Good luck to both from Alex and Lleyzi. Don't rage. I got you, maybe. And hello, Alex. Hello, Drip. We've got Fabudo as well. Yeah, Lleyzi's going on a long holiday, maybe taking a bit of a break from GTA, so just doesn't want the pressure of a crew for now, but has been enjoying racing in the competition with us all. We've got Marcos as well, Grande Lafado, Fernando Alonso from Georgie. What's gone on in my chat? Hello, Randos, my man. Ferhni just asking Lleyzi in my chat if he's ready. 60 seconds left. Georgie with it. You are all sons of Ferhni. Georgie. Sorry.
Yeah, Georgie.
Oh, I'm so bad.
Georgie.
I try.
Come on, Georgie.
Come on, Georgie.
Love it.
So who's Georgie? Is he a friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Georgie.
No.
Come
on, bro.
Georgie.
How do you say it then, Ferhni? I'm not sure if you're taking a look at me now. Ferhni. How'd you say his name? I can say Marcos.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, is that what you're going to call him from now on as well? Nice.
Oh man.
Right, just very quickly, we are on a big drop. I do have both Ferhni and Lleyzi in the party. Both may be flicking around. And of course, with I speak Spanglish.
Okay, come on.
English. Good luck, Ferhni and Lleyzi. But it is fantastic to have you all here. We are on the line, just pulling away. We've moved to Ferhni, being in second place. He's taken a strong start on the right side of the track, getting the brake boost, pulling away. Initial early lead, pulling away just a little bit more, catching another one. Lleyzi getting good drive through the loop though. Holds good pace. Brake boost are attempted. At the bottom, Ferhni is taking off over the jump, taking it nice and clean. We've got the dabs from Kerry, really nice. Ferhni takes it very wide into the first corner, rubbing against the barrier or close to it, allowing Lleyzi to close up slightly. Nice on the brakes, smooth like a butter through the corner from Lleyzi.
Fox, I may be a little ragged.
You might be a bit ragged.
Yeah, because my connection is not good in this house.
Okay, yeah, a little bit laggy, yeah. No worries, my man.
Yeah.
Pablo with Ferhni, the champ. Suck it, Paul. Good boy, George. Not sure anymore. It's nice through the corner again. Ferhni getting a little bit wide, does brush against the gap in the barrier. That does allow Lleyzi to close up a significant amount of time with high speed, closing up just before the ramp into the cut nicely. Both take it nice. Ferhni a little bit higher at the bank slope, giving him the higher entrance speed into the tube, re-extending the lead after the lost time. Good low transition from both. Slightly on the safer side of low, but good and low all the same. Lleyzi goes across for the left side curbs. On the right side, looking for a brake boost. Good loop from Lleyzi, straightens up, clips that little corner cut out for a little curb boost in effect. And you can see Lleyzi is closing in the air ever so lightly. Nice clean transition back across curbs. Did get one on the right side tyres there, really cranking up the pressure. Hey, let's go. Starbucks. Nice and tidy again, and stays just ahead. Lleyzi in good position to capitalise. Heathers the throttle to try and limit some of the airtime. Takes a good portion out of that airtime, and that is going to close the gap up. Ferhni holding the lead, gets a good speed. Lleyzi did get a brake boost as he landed into the tube loop. Oh, Lleyzi takes some airtime, and that did send Lleyzi off the ramp. Car losing all traction with the road. He could not swing back to the left hard enough. Through the corner. Nice brake boosting from Ferhni. Lleyzi, that's like really unlucky there. The car just bucking up over that first boost. Oh, it did look like there'd been a brick at the bottom of the ramp just for a split second, just before it sorted itself out. Ferhni pulls up just to make sure Lleyzi's got every chance of finishing.
Is Lleyzi stop?
I'm just flicking back now.
Fox?
Yeah, I'm just going back to Lleyzi now.
Okay.
Yeah, Lleyzi stopped in the loop. And looking, my friend from Georgie. I'm just going to stick with that now. Ferhni likes it. We'll stick with it. Ferho from Esco. And hello, brother. Good morning. How you doing, my man? Good luck to both from ESCO2. The score is 1-0. Sorry, Fern, I don't horn. I'm scared. My joystick. Thank you, third house, answering the question.
Georgie.
I think somebody's asking Victor if they'd like to play Warzone. And Pablo with my bro Ferhni is the best. Both of these drivers certainly among the best. I've been slapped up by both, and I've had first-hand experience in the 1v1 with Fern, didn't I, Fern? At the beginning of this competition, we were in a group together before it all got jiggled about, and you smacked me up good and proper. Again, I know as well that Lleyzi, a fantastic racer. We're heading in Planet 2. This is the first of Ferhni's picks. The tracks from both were Big Drop from Lleyzi, then Raton, City Air, Downtown Loop, Wall Climb, Splits, Trench 2 and Planet 2 from Fern. I have a little sip of my coffee. Nice over curves by both getting plenty of brake use, but Lleyzi just clips the barrier early on, and that does allow Fern into the lead. We are going to stick with Fern for now, applying that pressure on to the man's young shoulders as to readjust for that apex corner, just to make sure you didn't come into contact with the inside barrier. Lleyzi back up speed behind, coming through into the corner behind Fern now, swinging through onto the straight, swinging across the curbs, nice and aggressive, going for the brake boost and getting them on the left side tyres, drifts across nicely, gets another, has a lot of speed down the hill, goes in for the cut, shortens it a little bit more, the car tilts to the right as he cuts just a little bit more of an edge off, an inch or two off the edge of the jump, comes on through across the curbs again, really nice and smooth, aggressive flick across, just clipping the back tyre over. Fern getting really close as a tight tiger can get, pulls under the bridge and carries on his way, going for the brake boost still over the curbs under the first aqueduct, passes nicely through a second.
I'm doing a 46 lap.
Oh, Fern feels he's on 46 here. Keep on going, my lad.
Come on, I believe in a 45.
Really nice round the corner. Lleyzi coming through the corner behind Fern has regained good pace and not lost too much more time. Shouldn't be in any danger of the DNF. Good feathering of the throttle, does shorten the jump ever so slightly from Fern, carries good speed on the exit. Comes on round, pulls sharply round, and a little bit of extra feathering to make sure he does avoid gap in the barrier. Good and clean. Fern brushes against the barrier at the top of the hill, pulls down sharply for the left, going for the brake boost again. This is the first, gets half of the second, half of the third. Unfortunately, did not catch as much of the brake boost down there as he would have liked. Did get a couple close ones, but he did not gain the time he wanted to down the hill.
It's okay.
That does see it go to 2-0 to Fern at this point, having taken Big Drop and Planet 2. Lleyzi having made the mistake, I'm guessing, having had to respawn, just waiting up and not wanting to use his control until it's necessary to not put any extra strain on the stick. did only last night, and this is no excuse, but he's been for a while struggling with the horn. We've all seen it in the races, seen a lot of people complaining. I've always been quite defensive of my French friend, having known his controller was broken. I'd always be quick to point it out. He did last night, take it apart, clean it up, but it's not quite done the job that he was hoping for, still having some issues with it. Although the horn does seem to be slightly quieter at the moment. To 48.023 from Ferhni. Very nice time. Only a couple of seconds off where he thought he'd get with the missed brake boost down the hill. It was a very nice clean run. And then brake boost could have at least seen him get into the 47s, maybe a little bit lower. I'm not sure why that would have happened. Is that in the link I put in first time? It might be because it was a live stream. But just brings, if there's a live stream then active, maybe it brings you to that. I think it gives it a different upload name once it's uploaded. And hello, Ventura, with the big wide eyes looking across to the right at the screen. It's to my left. It's looking to the right. Again, I do hope that everybody is doing extremely well. Good action. Lleyzi just swings into the lead. Pulls up the hill with good speed. Little dab of the brakes to press the hill, points the nose down, swings into the corner really nicely. Clipping as much curb as he can. Under that overpass into the tube, nice and smooth. But back to Ferhni for the exit, catching it from both. It's nice and low from Ferhni. Lleyzi coming back down to the ground slightly earlier. Pulls back into the lead. Ferhni did manage the undercut, but Ferhni did then re-lose the position with the high speed from Lleyzi landing a little bit further up. Ferhni a little bit rough against the barrier, but does catch it nicely. Back up to speed, has lost a second or so to Lleyzi there. Clipping the curbs, really nice and aggressive. Get the car cranking up to max revs. He chooses to not take the full ride on this occasion, just trying to use track speed to close up. That looked like a brake boost to my eye. The extended tyre mark and the squeal of the tyre. This was a Lleyzi pick. Oh, Ferhni playing it a little bit risky with them stop strips. If he'd have been any further to the right, they could have had the potential to fling him off the track to the right. But handles it nice into the tube, good and clean. And through the corner of the tube, nicely lines up. Oh, the cut, it's good and clean from both. The gap has shrunk slightly to Lleyzi after a mistake on the inside corner. Nicely connected and through the corner, gets the brake boost just over the line. See a time of a 2:15.659 to the 2:17.287. Nicely through the corner from Ferhni. This is the top of the hospital building. Really nice as he pulls wide through it. Barely misses the overpass with the back of the GTO. He pulls through the loop just behind Lleyzi. Lleyzi takes a slightly different line, slightly lower than he did before. Carries a bit more speed down the hill, but Ferhni again, very low tube exit. Gets himself over the building, really nice. Gets himself around the corner, nice and clean this time. But no lost time. Pulls to the left side, curbs. nice and smooth across the fourth. Clipping as much as he can, pulls through the corner, up a bank, hairpin and back round. Nice and clean. Lleyzi holding the lead, and holding good pace behind. And then on the exit again. Very low, very nice exit. Getting down to the track very early. And pulls across the stop strips, nice and smooth. Lleyzi with a little wheelie down the hill. Into the tube again, found, get into the tube wall for Lleyzi. Higher up bank forward, a little bit less distance to time, but you can see that extra boost that Ferhni's been able to grab has caught up a lot of pace, but the roof skip, good and clean again from both. That's 2 out of 2. Ferhni takes more speed over the jump, relying on the heavy braking on the landing into the corner, gets through nicely, pulled level just ahead, and just holds the Lleyzi pinches it back just as we swap. A very close battle. Ferhni swings into the lead with a slightly wider entry as he carries speed through the corner nicely. Good brake boosting from both. That extra clip of the curb does just pull him back into the lead before the tube. Ferhni right on Lleyzi's ass. Pulls ahead. Lleyzi with a really low exit this time. Ferhni going slightly higher. Lleyzi swing into the lead there, and really not far behind, pulls just to the right so the car doesn't oversteer into the left inside corner. It's good and clean. Hey Cubby, how you going my man? And we've got Good Cat. Yeah, it's very tense at the moment. Slightly did think he was maybe going to swing in for that wall ride, just teased us lightly, but he swung it back wide for the corner. Narrow entrance into the tube, has shortened the gap again. And looking to close in as much as he can. And goes low this time. Maybe a little bit longer and safer. And closing the gap up, inching in. Pulls through the right side of the stop strips, allowing 2 tyres not get hung up in it, does just pull ahead into the tube. Lleyzi pulls aggressively in this time too, gets a good connection with the tube. Big boost line, regaining. Down to the cut, they both clip. Ferhni clips a back wheel, slides off later than Lleyzi, and Lleyzi with the earlier respawn will take first place. This has been an incredible battle. Lleyzi was a little bit later on the respawn, maybe a little bit frustrated, initially put the control down and then was like no, then did respawn too. Just has the lead over Ferhni. Ferhni goes in for the ramp skip, the car getting hung up the wrong way, but he reverses instead of accelerating as I would and does not end up going off the track. Really nicely controlled by Ferhni. That does see it go back to 2-1 in Ferhni's favour still. But Lleyzi takes City Air. Ferhni has taken a big drop and plummet too. But that was a phenomenal battle, and it all came down to that final cut to 13.035 on the second lap to 14.692. 2 great times, and it was a fantastic race. Now you seem to lose some of your boost on the tube exit there, man, but that was a phenomenal battle. Yeah, hello to Good Cat, Cubby, my man. Hope you are all doing well. Yeah, GG to both of you from Esco. Nice battle broke from Ferhni, and Lleyzi saying I can't horn to try and distract him. In response to Alex's statement there. Hello Crayon, my man. Hope doing really well. And third house, yeah, it was dramatic, it was intense. There was a bit of everything. This is Fern's pick, splits. Who's got the chrome car? Fern, what are you doing, lad? Nice wiggle boost from both. Nice through the barrier ride, good and clean into tube wall, nice and aggressive, pulls over through the roof. Around the roof, sorry. Good clean exit, Lleyzi gets good speed, pulls down to the left side of the track, brushes the container picker-upper thing, but did close up a good amount of time through that little section before the ramp skip, and carries a lot of speed landing just before the incline after the transition down. Nice and aggressive across the curbs from both. Is closing up the gap, Fern holding on, just swings into the lead, through and round for the tube exit, good from both, just losing a little bit of speed. Fern takes the lead again, swings in for the tube, nice clean loop and exit, like almost showed Fern going into the tyre wall, but enters the tube nice and smoothly. Down nice and sharp for the exit, a little bit smoother on the landing from Lleyzi. Does see Lleyzi just swing into the lead. See the first lap time of a 1:33.023 to the 1:33.425. See that wiggle boost from Fern just before the entry, trying to get up his engine revs a little bit more. Holds pace nicely, Fern matching really well. Adjust the car in the air to make sure there's little chance of him sliding. Really nicely done by Fern. Both line up for the cut, good and smooth. But narrower line from Fern has allowed him to shorten the gap again, but way it allows him through the corner, and Fern has swung into the lead. Swings back to the left side, out of the tube nicely. It's all four wheels across the curb. Just catches the back wheel, but handles that really nice. Oh, that was risky, Fern, I have to say, but you handled it really well. Gained a slight advantage from it. Nice tube exit from both, really limiting the amount of speed lost from a rough connection with the ground through tube again. Nice and smooth exit on the connection with the black and yellow. Make sure again, losing as little speed as possible. Swing through the spinner. Nice and tidy. Lleyzi's lining it up. Goes in for it. Ends up in a bit of a barrier wall ride situation. That unfortunately did cost a little bit of time, but getting back up to pace. We are going to flick back to Fern. As I do, they are both sweating. I imagine in this situation they are. And hello, my man Butch, hope you're doing really well. Let's get rid of this HUD for a second, we'll keep the map. It allows it to be a bit cleaner. Turn in for the ramp skip again, nice and tidy. Like I showed him hitting it a little bit thicker than he actually did. Pulls through. Again, just clipping into the tube nicely just after tube begins, through, clipping a bit of the blue, but handles it really nice again. Just pulling the nose of the car up, making sure there's a little chance any significant grip through the little tube, heading in second one, just going for the tight loop. Pulls down and round, just keeps as much speed as he can and maintains and builds it up down the hill. Comes through to the final tube, Fern taking it nice and easy. Didn't take the loop. That will see Fern across the line.
So I saw Spinner in not a good choice. It's true.
That does see it go to 3-1. The 1:29.598 does take the best lap from Lleyzi. 1:30.420. Good number there, Fern. I like that number, 420. 4:34.668 was enough there to see off the 37.305 on this occasion from Lleyzi. 29, very nice. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you too, Crayon. Alex GM, I'm sorry if we do have, it will be 16 races, yes. If Good Cat is still in the chat, although I don't think that's French actually. You speak French, don't you? The champion, yeah, I think it's Spanish actually. Apologies. Blaze it from Esco. Yeah, 420, man. It was in the time. If I got rid of the 1 at the beginning of the time now, it's only just gone 420. UK. Very nicely done, third out of sub 50 on Plummet 2 with a Thrax. Very nice. Let's make sure we are with Lleyzi. So I haven't extended out the lead. This is Lleyzi's pick, Raton. Good mid-drive boost off the line. You can see that really thick tyre mark coming out of the back of the car. Pulls into the jump really nicely, points the nose of the car down, around into the corner. Nice. First tube entrance gets onto the ball, nice and smooth, holding the lead, nice and cleanly.
Shit.
Good tube exit from Lleyzi. That does see him swing into the lead of Fern. I think I think it's slightly safer. Not too much between the two, about the same that there was between Lleyzi and Fern, but with Lleyzi chasing. It's a good aggressive entrance into the tube, just turning the car to give himself a good line through the loop. Basically holding pace really cleanly ahead. Maintains the distance between the two at this point. Pushing nice and aggressive over the curbs at the anti-apex. Wider line through corner, has to feather heavily to make sure that you avoid mounting with that. We'll head over to Lleyzi, have a little bit of a look. Apply some of that pressure on his own track to him. Hello, Fluid, my dude, I hope you're doing really well. I hope that you enjoy your holiday. It's good and clean. Lleyzi holding the lead. Curbs nicely, swings back across all 4 wheels over the curb. Just before the start, over the boost. Good, clean lines. This stays nice and straight, maximising speed out of the boost into the jump. And the left camera heavy on the brakes just at the peak of the hill, making sure that it carries enough speed going up and over this time. I believe he missed the mid-drive boost. You can see that extended tyre mark come out of the back. Lines up for the jump, just lets the car drift to the left and want to pull back to the right just in case he went too far. The cat gets the brake boost into the tube, nice and smooth. Maximising the revs and the speed. Was going to go in for it again, but got absolutely fucked on the boost. The car played up horribly after the connection with the boost. That does see Fern into the lead. Lleyzi swings in for it again, gets it nice and clean this time. Little tap of the horn from Lleyzi as he had to pull round really aggressively for the corner. With that, we are going to go over to Ferhni. On his way, it does come off the barrier hard, hung up in the other barrier on the other side and into the loop. Will allow Lleyzi a chance to close up some of the lost time, but with a good lead. Holds nicely. Pulls on through. Looked like he was maybe going to go for that ramp skip there, but pulled back onto the ramp nicely. Through the corner, showing just a touch of lag, but pulled. We'll see between the guys. The score at the moment is 3-1. I'll run through that afterwards, Alex, but in general, with there not being any actual rule on the bricks, it's just down to the drivers. Nice and clean through the tubes. Through nicely, takes slightly safer line, just cuts off the top portion of the jump. Could see Lleyzi with a chance to close in, going through the loop. In the exit, I will swap back after the tube exit if it's all clean. Lleyzi is going down the track and into the tube. Nice. Over the jump. Coming through the tube nicely behind. Then a good lead to Ferhni, having made it up the hill to the corner. Heavy round the corner from Lleyzi, did have to rely on the horn to slow the car down slightly. Lovely flat spin from Lleyzi, showing a little bit of flair. Nicely lined up for the next corner. Into the loop, gets close to the yellow before pulling back centrally, landing on the yellow, nice and tidy. Comes downhill with a flat spin. Jay turns around on the landing, just giving us a nice bit of extended flare, showing a bit. Lovely ramp skip though from Lleyzi too towards the end. Does hit the brake, would have had plenty of time to cross the line, just giving himself a little bit more time between the races maybe. That does see it go to 4-1 at the moment. With a deserve the win. I think not happy with the brick in the tube. This game is absolute shit. Maybe no. Just rubbing a little bit of salt in the wound. 218.274 from Ferhni. But I do believe it is all jokes, really. But yeah, it's with there not being any rule on the bricks, it is down to the drivers. At this point, does see it go to 4-1. in Fern's favour. We have 3 tracks remaining. We have Downtown Loop, Wall Climb, and Trench 2. Is there any track changes for the second playlist, Fern?
What?
Is there any track changes?
I don't know.
It's fine. In this nice classic pink livery, gets the brake boost nice and smoothly behind Fern. Fern catching them as well, getting a thicker one on the final one. Good way, a slight lead. Good. Tube exit into that narrow, tunnel-esque portion of the track. And the tube nice and clean, just brushing against the wall. Brake boosting after the tube nicely. And then just cranking up the speed, applying a little bit of pressure on a home track. Going into the barrier smash. Lleyzi 2. Lleyzi seems to get it a little bit tighter. Gained just a little bit of time to Fern. And nice and smooth across the line. You see 59.779 to the 101.018. Good brake boosting over the curbs again from both. Nice final brake boost from Lleyzi. Clips the car, the back end of the car just catches on the floor, but no explosion this time, getting all twisted up in the narrow section of the track. We'll take this moment to swap over. Fern gets hung up in the stop sign, having to reverse through it. That is going to allow Lleyzi a significant chance to close the gap. Turned back around. He's coming through the stop sign himself. Tap against the ball. Through the corner nicely. And down the line. Brake boosting just before the start line and across. Nice and clean. Clicking. Brake boost. Nice and smooth. Catching half of the third one. Into the tube. Nice and smooth. Pulls down. The back end of the car catches and does not land as smoothly as Lleyzi did off it. Car sent a tumbling landing on the banked hill, up the hill. Let us see Lleyzi go into the lead. Aside from Fern, not happy. Tube line there, feeling could have done slightly better. Just squeezing through as the stop sign had begun moving across. Through the final corners. Does see Lleyzi.
My camera just froze in the fucking tube. It's fucking amazing.
That's not good, man. Just didn't move after you'd hit the tube. That does see Lleyzi bring it back to 4-2. Still in Fern's advantage. But staying in the fight. 58.290. 310.852. It's a little bit too much on this occasion. The mistake from Fern.
Fox, how many wins do I have?
You have 4 at the moment.
4? And Lleyzi 2?
Yep.
Okay.
We are on downtown loop. This is the final of Lleyzi selection. Good start, good acceleration from the cruiser, but Emira's coming up to pace quickly with good curb boosting. Level back into the lead lightly. Cruiser low, taking a nice line through the corner. And zooms in for the cut, gets it nice and clean, turns just behind. Gets it nice and clean as well. Emira's pulling just about level, just before the actual loop up the wall, but then the Kriger getting that strong boost through it does just pull ahead just before the jump. Carries a little bit more air time, a slight grip there. Tron fan corrected it nice and smooth. And going through the second loop. The curves nicely and swing right and back across centrally. But with a little pivot of the throttle to get himself around the corner nicely. He's in for the loop skip. Carries a bit more speed from Fern. God, Lleyzi though just gets hung up on the top and flung into the city below, giving Fern a chance to extend into the lead. Lleyzi just going a bit too aggressively for the high banked wall. Seeing himself lose the position to Fern. Nice and clean through the corners again. Would have been to just take the loop, but he did go with the loop skip, nice and clean. So a first lap from 1:43.639 to 06.007. Showing quite a bit of time between the two. And so really cranking up the pressure, and yet very unlucky from Lleyzi. Just drifting a little bit too aggressively to the right. Did losing time to the reform. Lovely line through the bank there from Fern. Able to carry a bit more speed through the corner. Still swings the Emira's round aggressively onto the straight. Comes in for the cut. Just in the car in the air so he can land, pull the car in the direction he likes. For the skip. Past the bank road and he pulls down and round. Nice line from Fern. Goes speed really nicely. Take the jump. Over curves really nicely. You see the 140.635 from Fern. See what Lleyzi brings across the line as that happens. Lag showing Fern come off the wall heavy. Comes through the corner nicely. Carrying on up the wall through the corner and falling back afterwards. Leave me alone. Over jump. Final time, carrying speed, landing just in the checkpoint, good and clean. He's got the time down to 1:56.771. With the second loop skip, again nice and smooth, all through, good and clean. Coming over the jump. Just tilting it, taking on underneath all wheels, nice and smooth over the curb. We get the first brake boost. That's the car out for a more aggressive cut, landing higher at the banked wall. This time, it's up around the wall again, taking a little bit higher line. We can pull down and walk, carrying hopefully a bit more speed into the corner. After the ramp skip, we will flick over, potential ramp skip. Just go in for it, gets it good and clean, car smoothly onto its back wheels, just ever so slight slide. And has finished as Lleyzi comes through the loop skip. I'm sure there'll be enough time here for Lleyzi to finish. Good and hard though. What's a good time there is that classic trademark horn from Lleyzi. Yes, I believe they are, Alex. Oh, a little bit low on the final ramp skip just as the time finishes. See Ferhni go to 5-2. 10th to extend his own track. Being up next. Lleyzi getting unlucky with the first big loop skip. Just been too far to the right, got hung up on the top. So spinning and tumbling into the city below. Had fun. A little bit of comfort. Did still push good and hard. It did see Ferhni getting a 1:39.167. Best lap. We are in ball climb. Good mid-side boost. Keeps the lead nice and aggressive over the curbs. Brake boosting before the jump from both. The Ferhni having a higher rest off the line, pulls through a little bit further into the lead, aggressive around the corner, just pushing against the barrier ever so lightly through a hairpin before the line seen so often from escape coming to the left, swing back to the right into the turn on the left side of the tube, get nice smooth transition. Just extending the weight, move the line, not disrupting the boost. Good boost through the end of the tube as it flows in a nice amount of time. It's in for the ramp skip, gets it good and clean, just a little wobble on landing, not maximising the time gain. Good and clean, pulls around the roof, up the left side, back down to the middle, back up just above that left line on the tube wall.
Fucking
Burst
slow down.
through as quick as possible. Lleyzi there, you hear it from Ferhni. Got a bit hung up in at the stop strips. Lleyzi did break through nice and clean, and that will have gained him good bit of time. You see that did close up and holding the lead. It's the brake boost again, just before the boost into the tube. And smooth pulls around after just getting a bit of boost on that left hand wall of the tube. Out of the the exit, nice and smoothly back to the ground. No wobble from the emerald on landing. And down the ramp and around the corner, really nice. Through and round nicely. And then pulling away lightly at the moment. We are going to head over to Ferhni. Let Lleyzi settle into his drive and fight some of that pressure. Ferhni pulls through the corner nicely, staying nice distance away from the barrier as he comes on round in to the chute. Ferhni pulling in nice and clean. Round high up the left ball, just down left side nicely. Carrying nicely through the line in the tube. And like shown on the screen, nice and smooth brake boost across the curb before the jump. Shows the car up a bit, start letting it drift to the right into the tube, then just sticking that left wall, a little bit of time on the car to pick up a little bit of the boost just before the loop. Down here, and the drive boost there is coming on through. And the curbs nice and smooth, and he is coming up the wall behind. So far we've seen 2:15.500 from Ferhni to 2:17.516 from Lleyzi. Both times are going to come down here. The brake boost down the straight from Ferhni for a little kink comes through the sharp hairpin. That sticky barrier really cleanly. Brake boost across the line. With that brake boost afterwards too. I've shown a little bit on the screen. 2:12.699 to 14.735. Both guys taking 3 seconds off their time. So it stays just under, just over 2 seconds ahead. At that time maybe extending out to around 4.5 seconds. Tube nice and smooth. Goes through the time again, just impulse above the line before letting the car start to drift back so it lands on that mid line on the left side of the tube. It'll be a slightly different angle. This car doesn't quite have the same speed. Is it really nice? Comes in, takes the curves and jump nicely. And then you did go for and get, we did see that wobble of the car, just did go for the ramp skip. Looks like he landed it nice and clean on the mini map.
Fuck's sake.
And again, getting hung up heavy in the stop strips, but holding enough of a lead. It's not going to affect you too much without a mistake. And coming up hard through the corner scoop, we are going to swap back and allow Scarface. How you going, fella? What's happening, my man? Down on the mid-line again. Good exit. Round the corner. Pulls on through nicely. A loop. Let's see, Ferhni take a 6-2 lead. into second playlist. That was an intense battle. Unfortunately not, Luke, this is a 1v1 for the stunt competition we're running at the moment. But if you keep your eyes out on the channel, like and subscribe and stuff, and I do run stuff that subscribers and that can take part in as well. 2:12.699 was the best lap, and Lleyzi bringing his time down to 2:12.706, 0.7 behind, 0.007 behind on the best lap time. Just under 4 seconds between them. Well, I believe the guys had agreed to do both of their playlists. May just be having a quick soft reset to allow Lleyzi to host a second. Ferhni does have a 6-2 lead, does just need 3 wins to secure his place in the next round, finals. Or for the third place playoff. And then the final following shortly after that, 3-way battle. Right, I need to cut out spectator mode. Would one of you be able to invite me to your session? I'll jump in with you again and spectate. If you're hosting Lleyzi, that would be best if I join on you and spectate you, and then you can invite fans. A little bit at messages. Maybe you want to do different order for the next one? No, go. Right. Would you invite me to your invite session, sir?
You are not in the invite session.
I don't think so. It kicks me, it separates us all. If you're hosting again, I just need to come in with you. Thank you. Tyrese, it's 6-2 at the moment. Too firm. Just about to invite me across to his session, and then I'll spectate Tybot from Scarface. He's going to come back with a Scarbot, you know he is. There it is. Thank you very much, Ferhni. I'll be hopefully with you spectating as soon as possible. That's bad. I'm just dropping into the session now. You can go into the playlist if you want, and I'll just come in and spectate once you're in there. You did just see that invite pop in, and that is a playlist being hosted by Heredia. Please feel free. Wow! Lleyzi blowing up both of them with a rocket. Did not take well to Fern pointing his big penis-shaped machine gun or minigun at him. Lleyzi pulled out the rocket launcher, destroyed them both. That is Fern loading in to the playlist. Skull Death from Alex. So, Fern has had permission to host the playlist twice. It is on random, and this time Splits is the first track up, I believe. Fern had launched already, and it had brought up Big Drop twice in a row. Lleyzi's in. Timer ticking. We'll be back to the action.
Are you spectating, Fox?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm good to go when you are. Again, huge luck to you both. Thank you both very much for letting me commentate. So this is Split. Curbs, nice to get full port tires across the tires, so getting that wiggle boost on the go. Easy into a barrier wall ride type situation. Does see Fern pull away. Okay, to Fern for now. Right, some of that pressure thing gets on the blue exit. No chance to start sliding on landing. Just through the ramp skip first time. Nice and smooth. Goes through across the curbs at the apex. Okay. Lleyzi has left. Not sure what happened there. We'll see if we get a message in a minute.
Where is Lleyzi?
He just left. Controller dead. I go to the left suddenly. GG, or his controller's gone.
Why he left?
Yeah, he's left because his controller's broken.
Seriously?
Yeah.
He's not gonna play anymore?
I don't think so. He said GG all bad. Before the ramp skip his control fucked up. Just let Fern have a little look at the chat and see what's said. Then no judgment for myself, I do. Understanding these situations, the frustration can be quite high, certainly when you've got a dodgy control. So just checking it doesn't want to play anymore. See how it comes in. Through the tube exit, nice and smooth. Through. Just waiting out. See what right. Yeah, anything coming. Good luck to the final. He's seeing you through to the final. Guess that sees Fern through in 14-2 win, it would be total score. Lleyzi's control, biting the ghost, playing up a little bit too strongly, he feels, for competition. I know Ferhni didn't want to go through this way. Let us see Ferhni progress. In its final, he will join a zombie. That is a zombie. The Ferhni, the Jack or Esco after their second playlist tonight. Again, apologies for a slightly shortened action, but it's not something that can be helped.
GTAV, thanks for
Yeah,
commenting.
no worries, my man. And congratulations on progressing. I know this isn't necessarily the way you'd have liked to see yourself through. Is you've had a little bit of a
life.
Yeah, with Lord Life pulling out. Is that Lord Life did message me saying there was some stuff going on in real life, so he helped make a bit of drama to help himself come out of it. But it's no fault of your own. You are into the three-way third place playoff final with Zombie, yourself, and then that'll be Esco or Jack that are qualifying tonight. And then we can get on with arranging that match for some point in the week, next week or the weekend. So with that, I guess I will be drawing the stream to an end. There are some spots left apparently in Alex's playlist. I will be joining myself, so I'll see some of you there, I'm sure. And I will see you all later on tonight. I think it's around 10:30 PM UK time for Esco v Jack. Do please head over and check out Ferhni on YouTube and also Lleyzi for you. And then also a little shout out to Esco for coming up with the competition and getting everybody here. Thank you all again for tuning in, for the support so far, and I will see you later tonight. Goodbye!